Yeah. Alright then, hello everybody, it's me, Hunter, and here I am back at it again with another video. So if you guys are realizing maybe that, you know the place that I actually did a video on my mom's work, the distribution center or whatever, that's in Onslow County, the medical field? Well, I am back here, and I already did some videos at this place, so I'm not going to do it again, but basically the reason why I'm here is that I have to come to work because I have an orthodontist appointment, today, so... And we might do some videos out, but we're probably just gonna go immediately home. And I just want to do a video at Rossa because what we're gonna be reacting to a video of is what I'm gonna be wanting. The reason why I'm gonna be going to that place to begin with because they have HAP-P-KID stuff there. But I was going to react to another Warren Cook type video that was Invader-Zim related, and I tried finding it, but it was exactly like the Warren Cook video, except it's like Invader-Zim 2005 VHS or something. But I couldn't find it, so, and plus I'm just gonna get angry, and I'm trying to be calm about this, but we are going to be reacting to HAP-P-KID Cybertronics Turbo Fighter 2nd Generation Super Fighter Variant 2010 by Robot Rebellion. So, this is the guy I was talking about earlier in the Turbo Fighter video, so let's go!
Hello everyone, this is Autometer635, back on the Robo Rebellion after a pretty decent break of making videos on this channel. So, what a nice way to start, or better said to restart, this little review channel with a robot that most of you out there know and probably appreciate. Because I have a few people that actually told me that this thing is childhood for them. I completely understand it because I used to have the one that came before these. Not the first generation, but the other Super Fighter, the Kid Connection one.
I don't know what he's talking about, because I already told you that some of these freaking HAP-P-KID robots were branded out of, different, like Kid Connection is like Walmart's brand. It still exists to this very day, but the Astrobot and then the Cybermech are branded under, like, a bunch of stuff. Even a bunch of third-party companies that are sold at Walmart are under the Adventure Force brand. But I've never had Turbo Fighter, because I've heard of Turbo Fighter ever since 2015. But like I said, when we went to Pennsylvania for the very first time and went to Walmart, Turbo Fighter was already discontinued and Autotron was there. And I already told you I got the red one, and yeah, and then it was branded in well, of course it was in stores, obviously, and it did work, but then I eventually took it apart, and then once I got back from Pennsylvania, I got the blue one, and then, I think, well, they stopped, like, I have so many fond memories, and I'm honestly really regretting getting rid of those other ones. I really wish I didn't, but don't worry, though, I have a Turbotron coming, Wednesday, so I'll do an unboxing video of that, and then I did a roaming video of Jewelbot and the Mars Robot, and Mr. Personality, and all the Cybermech and Turbo Fighter were just in the background. And I returned one of the other Turbo Fighters, the one that had the broken speaker and the blue one. I think somebody else might have bought it, but that's good, because I seriously thought that I was going to get a second gen like this one. Because he literally says it sucks that he got a second gen, because literally, there is zero fucking ways you can tell these things apart. Like I said, they really need to work on not making these things look the exact same way every single time. Because I thought it would be different in the UK where it was a yellow screen or orange or whatever. But no, it's still the same thing. They did orange screens for all the generations. Like sometimes all orange or orange and red. Like they just try to change it up a little bit. But they just did it for all three generations. But they should have done the thing instead of like what they did with the prototype 2005 Turbo Fighter. They should have had all red screens. So like red screens, all red screens. And then this one right here, the blue one, should have all blue screens. And then they should have made, kind of something I was talking about the blue screen in depth, and then I know we're only like 40 seconds in and I'm talking like a fucking storm, and so this is going to be a rather long video, so you might want to sit comfortably. You probably clicked off this video by now, but, and I'm afraid I'm going to get hate for watching these videos. He didn't mind me watching them before, but and then if they, of course, the first generation when it has green screens, they should have made a green Turbo Fighter, even though the majority of HAP-P-KID's robots when they make different colors, they're mostly just like these kind of robots, and they're mostly just red and blue. and that's it. So they should have made like a green one or a yellow one or orange one even that. I think there might. It's just that they changed the screens and then all that other stuff.
And for all of those who actually were like confused because I would say red and blue, it is confirmed that it was blue. No, not blue, damn it. Red. Sorry, red, not blue. Blue is the one that Kevin had. My bad. Because my mom, she was like, she heard the sounds that this thing made, like the scanning sounds.
And like I said, the scanning sounds when I was a kid, and still today, kind of remind me of like Walmart Walmart checkout, Walmart checkout frickin' scanner things for some reason, or like the what is it? What's that frickin' voice recognition? The voice again? Thank you for shopping at Walmart. What is it again? Or select payment type. Use PIN pad to complete transaction. I did it really good. I can't do it right now because I'm in a shared living space right now and people can hear me from downstairs. But like the voice, not that. It's just the scanning. Like it just always reminded me of Walmart for some reason.
And she was like, "Oh, didn't you have the red robot that would do that a long time ago?" And I was like, "Yeah. So it was red." And she was like, "Yeah. What about that?" I know,
and like I said, wow, seriously, all of these people, like these fucking people I watch, are just like me. Like literally, my mom is exactly the same way. Like literally, it's mostly joking videos. Like seriously, we have the same disability, we have the same interests, we even went through the same shit, and not like the robot, like the Buzz Lightyear, how we got, and then Wall-E. You know the story how like when we first got the Hello Wall-E toy. We had to return it because we thought it was broken. Like the batteries are low. And with him, he didn't put all the batteries in because it goes in the jetpack, the freaking triple or whatever. That's just very, very, like if he was in the, if he was not in North Dakota and he lived here, I thought it was in like Texas or something, but no. As far, like, it's in that area, I'm pretty sure. I don't know where North Dakota is, but he's in that area, but it's not Texas, it's North Dakota.
So I was like, being sarcastic. For, pointing that out.
Or mom was making, no offense, not trying to be a dick, it's just mom was like, hey, where the fuck is that guy from? And he's like, oh, it's from Texas, but I didn't even know where she was even from. But it's Fargo, North Dakota is where he's from, but I'm trying to be creepy.
We can call it at the fair in my school, and there were a few things that I wanted to buy. There was a bouncing figure, there were a few other things like a walking dinosaur, and another animatronics, but this caught my eye. It was the first thing that I saw, and it was outrageously expensive.
But the Turbo Fighter that I got wasn't, I think, the one I got off Posh Market Return. That one was way too damn, it was not really that expensive. It was like $40, but it was broken. It walked though, but the sounds were dubbed in because the speaker was dead. And it said, I don't even know, I think it was actually a 3rd gen, that's why I bought. I just really wish people can actually show videos of their products so people don't get duped out of money. But
reveal the price for anybody that is
like it was $70. And these things were originally like $14 to $20. And then the one I got from Twice as Nice was like $22.98 or like $23.
Interesting.
And I don't know how much the old one I got. I think the other one was like $15. The blue one, this one right here. It was almost the exact same one as this. Not really, I mean, but this one was in really fucking bad condition when they got it. So there's rust. They basically marked it at such a high price because it was basically broken at this point.
Knowing how much I spent on this piece of crap.
Like, it's not saying it's piece of crap. It's just like it was completely fucking trashed up. Like, it was just fucking abused. It's just fucking sad that people take this shit and fucking destroy them.
With piece of crap, I don't mean piece of crap because, again, if it was a piece of crap, I would not have bought it.
And, I mean, the Turbo Fighter that I got from Twice as Nice, obviously, the most common problem is that the gears are split in the legs, and the legs are snapped where, you know when you move the leg and it's wobbly, or it's like moving back and forth, that means it's split, so... And it clicks whenever it walks. I don't know what that's all about, but... I mean, the other one that I had did actually walk, it just didn't click. And that one skips, like the relay switch messed up.
But you can just tell how much I regret it. I paid $70.
Can't tell it's 17 or 70, but of course it's obviously 70 because the captions say.
Dirt, incomplete, and it's the last super fighter they ever produced, so it doesn't have the light up gun. Now all of that has changed. The robot is clean. It has like the content.
Yeah, and luckily, fucking thank God that the turbo fighter I got was not broken. Like it was rusty, like it was dusty from the outside. I think that like his one, or else I think it was like another one of his turbo fighters that were dusty, but obviously it was probably just sitting in the attic and never used again. And obviously it's not that like people are being roughed to that robot. It just broke over time from it just sitting in an attic or basement or whatever. I think it was probably in North Carolina. Like they didn't outsource that from somewhere else, but thank God the battery contents were worked, and it was the 3rd gen one, which is my favorite fucking generation. Oh, sorry. Okay. Please, there's somebody here. Oh, okay, sorry. Just be quiet and don't curse. It's my favorite generation of the Turbo Fighter because of the music, because I fucking love it. Mom just had to come in the room and tell me I needed to be quiet, but...
It was able to clean them up. The robot's completely cleaned up, and this is not a usual review where I would just, show the robot, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the pieces on it. These pieces belonged to Robot Sergeant, okay? These wrist armors.
Yeah, and that's the one. Those are the things I was talking about. Literally, my arm is so small, like it's so thin. I could literally fit in one of those. Not the other parts, but that thing right there. I can literally fit my hand. That could fit on my arm.
And the shield belonged to the Robot Sergeant. The only piece that belongs to Super Fighter is this, which is the gun that I modified, as I said before.
Which, of course, obviously. The turbo fighter that I got did not come with weapons. I've never had. Well, it came with the shield, but that was Robot Sergeant's. So.
Now it has a red LED, and probably one of the shiniest.
Yeah, that thing right there.
Super fighter gun out there.
The thing that goes on that side.
I know
right
they
there.
have red LED, but in my case, I ended up just putting.
And so those things right there, the leg armor or the leg shields or whatever, they get lost pretty damn easily. You'll be hard pressed to find one of these turbo fighters unless it's branded in a box or never used or whatever that actually has like the majority of the turbo fighters out there have those pieces missing. And of course it's obvious that basically that's the first, once like a young child gets it, that's the first thing that's gonna be fucking gone, and they're gonna be fucking trash it and say wah.
Mouse LED, and those things are really an optical mouse. I mean, like really bright. So these
and it also had a torpedo, the missile launcher thing, but which was also from Robot Sergeant. And like I said, only the first generation of the turbo fighter came with the missile launchers. The other ones didn't.
A knockoff.
And it also came with a drill gun. So she kind of cheated on all the other ones.
So here he is. That's how the robot is somewhat supposed to look. So I'll go ahead and do a demo on it. Even though I spent $70, it was worth it at the end, because I've been wanting this guy for a long time.
I am a super fighter. Now scanning.
Yes, honestly, I'm honestly fucking surprised that they would actually get away with this, because you're probably wondering, why is this called a turbo fighter when it has a super fighter chip in it? I don't know why, but this is the 2nd generation one. They were too lazy to make a new chip for it, so they just used super fighter. Like it says, it's literally big like false advertising that they say it's turbo fighter, even though it's using super fighter's sound in it for some reason.
Enemy detected. Fire.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, but usually if this is a normal one, that wouldn't light up, obviously. It's only the 1st generation of the turbo fighter has a light up gun. The other ones don't. Like, so they really did cheap out, but I don't give a shit.
And I'll be honest, I've been wanting this robot for a long ass time, and I'll be honest, again, These robots, I used to hate them before. And what do
And I mean, yeah, I mean, I didn't mind the Autotron, but if you know me, I have ADHD, and I absolutely hate loud noises. Like I said, the bell when we're at Pennsylvania, couldn't even ring it, because I have tinnitus and ringing in the ears, whatever. So I used to never like these robots, these toys, because of how obnoxiously louder. And I'm pretty even neither to my parents. Like, they would be like, shut that fucking thing up. But they don't mind me if I'm playing these things in the room, but just, yeah.
before, because you might be like, what time period is it before? Accurately, 5 months after I got this one, which is Robot Sergeant.
And since Super Fighter's using these things, the arm pieces, or whatever they're called, I don't even know.
Months before I got Sergeant, I used to hate these robots because I thought they were legit. I did not know they were made by HAP-P-KID.
Well, he thought it was Hasbro for a second. He thought Hasbro made these. Which Hasbro did not, I don't think, like, it's a third-party company. I don't think Hasbro ever got involved with these robots. They did eventually make their own Mars robots with the Iron Man armored ones. The Iron Man toys. Like, Hasbro did eventually get into the making of Mega Mars robots, but...
Because I did remember the logotype, but I thought they were made by another company, like, you know, Mattel, Hasbro, shit like that. Of course, that ended up being actually fake.
Mostly, like, I think Hasbro, or... kind of has to, you know, would have stuff like this. I don't think much like Mattel would have something like that.
Which is good, because I don't like Hasbro toys anymore or any shit like that, because they are just so limited.
Yeah, and once again, the fact that it's just Transformer, like, they're basically not coming up with any new ideas for toys. It's just, they're just fucking, drilling that, like, they're just, I don't know how to say it, but, like, they're not coming up with original ideas and just using old IPs from the past to get get adult collectors freaking, you know, happy or whatever, or get their sales boosted. Sorry, I haven't done that in a while, but
that's pretty much the story about it. So I completely love these, and I'd love to have an army of them. I'd like to have the actual Turbo Fighter, not the Super Fighter. You know, this one says I am a Super Fighter. The other one
says I am a Turbo Fighter, obviously, and it's which I seriously got super fucking lucky about this. I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I got super fucking. Of course, he finally does have the 3rd gen, but I seriously really got lucky with it. That's gotta be my most luckiest purchase. Yeah, I mean, the walking is okay. I'm not gonna really use it, obviously, because I don't use it. Like, I don't know.
I am a Turbo Fighter. And, you know, any other versions, like the original 1996 ones, Robot Sergeant, Robot Defender, King Titan, Turbo Fighter, Super Fighter, and the list just goes on and on and on.
And then there's Elite Robo, there's Army Bots, there's the Mars robots, obviously, Red Raven, Polar Captain XXL, Crazy Frost, Flame Racer, which these are the Transformer ones. Flame Racer is the red one, Mud Runner is the Bumblebee one, Rain Cruiser is the blue one, and Carbon Ashes is the black one. And then the majority of the other, the Toys R Us ones are basically the exact same ones as the normal ones. Polar Captain XXL, or it's actually XSS, or extra large, or as I like to call them. I don't think, well, of course MARS stands for Motorized Attack Robo Squad, obviously, but yeah.
So, again, little bit of...
And then there's the XL 500, and then the Iron Man ones I was talking about earlier, but those are HAP-P-KID, those are Hasbro, though.
Information on...
I think that's maybe the reason why he thought that these are made by Hasbro. Sorry, I got a tickle, sorry. Probably should stop this video, but...
The generations of these robots. The Turbo Fighter body robots are these, okay? These are the ones that they call Turbo Fighters. When they say Turbo Fighter, Super Fighter, they are referring to this one. Reason is because it has the exact same body. And by the way, ignore the armors here because they are not the same. The ones from the arms are practically the same. These are from Robot Sergeant, so ignore that. These are called the Turbo Fighter body robots. Why? Why if almost every single robot has the exact same mechanism, exact same arms,
And then the ninja robot, which, I mean, Kevin actually made a video saying that wasn't actually made by Hasbro, which kind of reminds me of, speaking of the Warren Cook videos, it kind of reminds, like the, not made by Disney, real, not fake. Or Turbo Fighter from 1964. Yeah, it's fucking stupid, I'm not saying that shit. But yeah, anyways, I think that's about it for this video. That was part 1 of me reacting to this video. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video, so thanks for watching, subscribe, and bye. Bye! Sorry I had to end so abruptly, but